Do it.
Trying to be good with me, man.
Do it.
Yuck!
That's cute, man.
It's fucked up. You got most of it.
Oh shit, yeah, that was a lot. I felt saliva on the last layer.
Yeah, okay, thank God.
Swallow it. Just swallow it.
Swallow it.
Hey, do a really tiny piece.
Alright, here we go. So,
Make it smaller and smaller.
challenge who Andrew Tate is.
Yeah.
I know about him a little bit.
I've heard the name a lot.
Alpha male, bro.
Speak on it. Everybody speak on it before I say something.
Everyone asked us to do like a Andrew
hilarious.
Tate, what do you call it, react? Like they wanted us to watch it, but I've been seeing this guy pop up like so much.
Yeah.
And I also thought that he was a joke. So I thought that he was playing a character, but people were getting angry at him, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. You guys are mad at a comedic character.
Like
I
Alex
didn't-
Jones kind of shit.
Yeah, but I didn't know that that was real.
He's a pro fighter.
Dude, he's actually a pretty good kickboxer. That's how I watch his. I've seen his fights. It's pretty good.
But I thought his character, like the way that he was acting, I thought that was a joke.
AKA
Same.
the self-described misogynist.
Yeah.
Well, from what I've seen, I feel like he says shit just to get social media mad. That's how I've like.
What are some of his like famous, I guess, like thoughts?
Like one of his hottest takes is that women who are raped should bear part of the responsibility.
What the
he said that?
fuck?
That's probably one of the most famous like things that people are pissed at.
Oh, that's
And then
fucking
also that, like,
crazy.
women should be property like of the man.
I saw that.
What
Yeah.
the?
Which is like, okay, you're quoting the Bible now.
Quoting how I feel.
Because the clips that I've seen, I've never really understood why he was so controversial. Like one of the ones I saw, it was like, I think he was saying how he lives in Romania or something.
Yeah.
And the reason why is he goes, like, in America, it's like there's corruption literally everywhere, right? But he's like, but in America, the corruption is reserved for the elite. So if you know the right people, or if you have enough money, then you can, like those guys are untouchable.
Right.
He goes, I don't want to live in a place where I know corruption exists, but I can't partake. Versus in a Romania, if someone pulls me over or a cop pulls me over, I just give them, here's $100 and
grease 'em, yeah.
they let me go. They're like, so like the corruption is accessible to everyone. And I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense.
Apparently, they said that
Accessible corruption.
like he moved there also because the sex trafficking laws and laws to protect women are so weak.
Oh,
so
shit.
that he can do a lot of like
Sex trafficking.
shady shit.
He just-
with girls. And,
That's what he's known for, right?
Well,
That's
he said himself that he moved there because he's less likely to be charged for sexual assault.
Oh God.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So this
That's crazy.
This dude has officially been banned from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Dude, there was a point in time where he was just popping up randomly and everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I feel like. So people are talking about him so much now because a lot of people are reposting his fucking crazy takes.
He was everywhere.
Yeah, like so his like just TikToks of him just saying wild shit are going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it all just leads to people. And that's why I think he does it on purpose because it all leads up to his like website or whatever he's trying to push.
Is he so he's saying like cancelable things, but then it's actually doing the opposite and it's making him viral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's saying, as he responds to all of his accounts getting banned and stuff like that, he's saying there's a running contradiction in today's society where men are encouraged to speak and be open/honest with how they feel, but are generally met with a negative response to their truth. That's what a spokesperson for him said recently about him being banned from all social platforms.
Well, if you say you should be beating chicks, that's not really being vulnerable.
He's like, you told me to be honest.
Yeah, I'm vulnerable, guys.
You told me. All I said was I just want to rape some girls, man. Why the fuck are you? Yo, that's crazy.
Spokesperson says banning Andrew Tate from these platforms might seem the answer, but it isn't that simple. Removing Tate's voice doesn't allow for a kinder, hate-free society. So this former kickboxer found internet infamy on social media for his audacious views on women, to catch everybody up. A 35-year-old who brands himself as a, quote, success coach has publicly claimed that women can't drive, that 18-year-old women are more attractive than 25-year-olds because they've been through less dick, and that women should shut the fuck up, have kids, sit at home, be quiet, and make coffee. His videos and inflammatory comments have been labeled as sexist and misogynistic.
That's why it seems like a character.
So sad. YouTube becoming the latest social platforms to
I
nix.
first saw him on your mom's house on Tom Segura's podcast, and they would have this segment called Cool Guys of the Week, and they would like shred on the guitar or whatever, and they would take these videos of like these wild, crazy dudes that would say either really cringy stuff or like videos of them trying to get girls or something like that, right? So they would
like
always
pickup
highlight
artists?
people. Yeah. So they highlighted him, and I was like, dude, this guy's obviously. And at the time, this is like 2 years ago. This is when I first heard about him.
Whoa, he's been around for a while.
Yeah, but it was like very surface level. It was like
I heard about him this
these
year.
bitches. He says bitches like that. Like, and he goes, "You should make me 2 coffees. You know, bring me 2 coffees instead of 1, so I don't have to ask for the second." And then they brought him on the podcast, and they were like, it was like a character. And it would seem like all fun and games. He was playing along with Tom Segura's wife, Christina Pazitsky, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking funny." But then now I see him pop up like 2 years later, and he just said this wild, crazy shit I didn't even know he was saying about sex.
I didn't do. I've only seen the clips, right? But Hannah's done a deep dive on him because she thought that the character was super fucking interesting, and then I was like, "What? It's just a joke. Like, if this guy's can't be serious." She goes, "No, actually." So what he does is he masks how he really feels through animation and joking. But because I think what he said was, no, these are actually my thoughts, but I do it in a funny way because I'm just like, I like being funny about it, but I do believe these things.
Right, I think
So I was like, oh,
Where are you, dude? I can't.
and I think the issue, right, that people are having is that like a lot of impressionable like younger dudes are not realizing, like, you know, we look at this shit, we're like, this is fucking ridiculous, this is a character. I think a lot of like younger dudes who are like, yeah man, these fucking bitches are playing into it. They don't realize that this motherfucker is like, you know, maybe they're mad because they ain't got no girls growing up or something like that, and they're like, he's right, bro.
I need to move to Romania.
2 coffees.
But it's like the Alex Jones argument, right? There's some things that he talks about where it's like, oh shit, he's kind of right. But then he says this one thing, which is the Sandy Hook stuff, that discredits all of it. And it's to the point where his community is like, yeah, Sandy Hook was fucking fake.
Right.
Like, that's the damage that this motherfucker is doing.
Well,
too.
there's so many different things that are fucked up, but like one of the things is that the social media platforms that have now deplatformed him are like, yeah, we're not gonna stand for like misogynistic views being perpetuated, whatever. They let him get to this point.
Yeah.
So they only canceled him once
Because he got
everybody else was
popular.
like, no.
Yeah.
So it's not a question of standards on the thing.
We're talking like it says right here, before he was dumped from the platform, Tate was one of the most watched users with videos amassing 13.8 billion views.
He was the most searched person, more than I think all the Kardashians combined.
Really?
He was the most searched guy.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like on my YouTube thing, like my YouTube algorithm is very fucking, it's like fighting, comedy things, podcasts, whatever. And then all of a sudden this motherfucker pops up. I was like, I'd never watch any of his shit.
Because he's in line with like macho shit, so it thought you were.
You think I like macho stuff, dude?
It thought you were mistakenly.
I watch I watch baking videos.
I never took him as macho shit. I took him as incel shit.
Well, that's the thing that's weird. Is like they've had lots of like debate things where it's like him on one side and then like an actual incel person, and he just shreds them to bits. And I think that's what people like, is like he's kind of the people's hero against
I see.
like soy boy mentality. You know, as like weird as that sounds, it's like,
Yeah, I get it.
that's why they look at that like, but that's not
Because for him, he's a very like, take your life into your own hands and make it what you want it to be type of dude.
Alpha
And he
man.
like kind of shrouds it as like, this is life empowering advice. Like, I saw a whole thread where he was like, if you've ever watched Star Wars, you will never accomplish anything in life. He's like, I have sex with attractive women because I've never seen Star Wars.
That's hilarious.
I've never watched Star Wars.
That's funny as
So shit like
really funny,
where
dude.
it triggers a whole community of people. We're like, what the fuck? I watch Star Wars, I get bitches. And also, you know what I'm saying? But also the people who are like, fuck Star Wars, he's right, I want to be a millionaire.
I've never watched any more Star Wars.
This was a whole Twitter thread where it's like, obviously he's baiting people. You feel me?
Right. He obviously knows what works. It's like if he's gonna look at his own numbers and see what he said for these high numbered shots, and of course he's gonna repeat it.
He has also outwardly claimed that he was simply, quote, playing a comedic character. He's like, actually.
Now he's gonna say that.
Yeah, now.
Controversy with it.
It's like Alex Jones did.
Have you guys seen the video that came out of him like whipping a girl?
Yeah, he like in the bed, he's like smacking her.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, is this real or like is it a skit or like
He was on Big Brother.
You what?
was?
He was on Big Brother. Yeah.
Like, as a celebrity or a regular person?
I don't know. It was way back for the UK one, I think.
Damn.
Oh, that doesn't count.
I don't like what he said about Asian hate. I'll tell you that.
What do you
What
say,
did he
about,
say
that?
about that?
He said he's all, what is all this Asian hate shit? People get their ass whipped every day. Why are we putting a color on it?
Oh shit.
And I was like, that's what you think it is, really?
That's
I
wild.
mean, that's not a unfact,
Leave it to Bart, guys.
but his timing is weird. He said that 5 years ago.
He's playing the algorithm because it's hot in the streets right
If he said that 5 years ago, somebody else would get mad.
He doesn't believe it's real. So I was like, okay.
Meanwhile, we march every day to stop Asian.
Yeah,
hate.
fucking, we got Floral Drive covered.
They just blasted a fucking Asian lady just in Oakland right now. Yeah. Yeah, they just walked up and just fucking shot her up.
And now, because of this video, he's gonna show up in JK News algorithm because of y'all. Come on,
We
bro.
would have done this if it wasn't for you.
But he's banned off of what? Instagram, YouTube, all that?
TikTok.
But not his content, just him personally.
But didn't they take down his content or people are reposting?
It's going. You can't even take it down faster than people can put it up.
You know, this reminds me of Alex Jones, where the character he became the character.
Yeah.
Like you fucking method your character so hard that you become that.
All it takes is a case to be like, it was just a character, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a cop out these days.
But I think it's a bigger problem. Not only what he's saying, like, okay, fine, he's saying crazy shit, inciting whatever personalities to be amplified. The main thing is that he has a multi-level marketing paywall thing that you subscribe to. So I think because he's making money off of this, that's why the platforms don't like it. I don't think it's just what he's saying.
Yeah.
Platforms don't give a shit what people say until they're like
You're
taking
profiting.
revenue.
Yeah.
And he's making this thing, we got to sign up for this mentorship kind of thing.
it's pretty good.
And you sign other people
Call it
up.
Hustle University.
Yeah, I think the fact that
University.
the fact that it's an MLM is what platforms are like. Oh, we can't host this guy because you can't game the system. Yeah.
He was supposed to fight the Paul brothers too.
Was it?
Yeah, I think Jake Paul.
They were, like, talking about
I mean, he's a good fighter, right?
I want to
Dude,
see that.
He
That'd be
probably
cool.
would beat
In
him up.
boxing or are they gonna do kickboxing?
No, they're gonna do kickboxing with him and a bunch of ladies now.
Damn, that's not
He's gonna
good.
fuck up all these girls now.
Dude, everyone is pissed at him. Royal Rumble.
Oh my god.
I feel like, why do I feel like the women would just start attacking each other?
But here's the thing though, if the Paul brothers want to be like, well, if Jake Paul wants to be a little more likable, he would fight a guy like Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
That's a good story for like,
But
yeah,
then
Jake
if you got a
Paul.
conflict of fans, they kind of would have the same pool of. They'd be splitting the vote.
I know.
Conflict of ideologies. Jake's like, I agree.
He's like, you're kind of reasonable,
Don't
man.
put that on Jake Paul.
Pass him up after eating hot Cheetos and seaweed.